I got some rest. I showered. I was trying after I showered, I made some phone calls. I was trying to, get back together. I had like a little headache earlier too. I don't like to complain too much. I had lunch, dinner, whatever, and I still haven't got no love. I still haven't got no chicken soup or none of that shit. Anyways, I'm playing. Um, what was I saying? I was saying some bullshit, I guess. Um, what's up, Priscilla, aka Shy Girl? Amen, saludos. Um, I was making phone calls and I talked to a few people, not many, but I'm gonna say something, and this is not to sound like a jerk, but it might sound like a jerk shit to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways because today I guess I'm feeling myself. When you send me messages to call you, and I send you messages to talk to you, and you don't respond, or you respond like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour later, um, you know, I'm just gonna be like, all right, they're not that interested in talking. So I know there's people that sometimes they get on my case and they want me to call them like ASAP, and I'm in the middle of doing calls or whatever, and then I reach back out and they throw ghost on me. So again, I don't want to sound like a jerk. It might sound like I'm being a jerk. I guess today I'm all in my feelings and shit. Um, Hi, how's it going? Again, for everyone here, I'll give my name. Hi, my name is Victor Guerrero. I am a practitioner of spirituality here with God in Santa Muerte. To me, my faith is strong. My faith is real, and I'm gonna say this. Um, I've been trying to get back on the groove of following up with phone calls, trying to get my money right. Um, I was in foreclosure with my house. I managed to save my house again, so I gotta be making a mortgage payment soon. So I gotta get back on the grind. You know what I mean? And I'm very thankful to God and Santa Muerte, um, for the gifts, for the chances I keep getting, even though I may not deserve them. And I have to stick to what I do. Sometimes I get lazy. Sometimes I get in my feelings. Sometimes I'm not on the grind. So what do you do on what? What do you mean? What do I do on what? What items would you get for $90 as a starter Santa Muerte altar package? Want me to put together something for you? I mean, for $90, I could put together like maybe like a statue, some candles, and a few little trinkets. 90 bucks. I probably got some stuff. Inbox me. Um, the difference between my stuff and other stuff, when I sell stuff, I cleanse it, I bless it, and all that stuff. Right here, I do teachings, I do spiritual, lectures, but I do sell stuff. I sell candles, I sell statues, but I really don't try to do that on here. Like, for some reason, I want to come here and not just try to slang people's stuff. So if you're looking for trabajos, any kind of spiritual work, if you need a cleanse, if you need your spirituality to be, I haven't fixed the green Santa Muerte. I haven't. I haven't. I want to. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I'm behind on some other stuff. Maybe you should fix it for me, Ariel. It looks like you got patience. No, yeah, just asking. I do sell stuff. You want to hear something funny? Whoever wants to buy me a new deck of Santa Muerte tarot cards, I need a new deck of Santa Muerte tarot cards. I don't know what happened. I left my tarot deck, the Santa Muerte, on the altar. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's a sign. Yay, Lala got a job. The first few cards, they stuck together. Like, they don't cut. Like, if I pull them apart, it's gonna rip, and they're hard as wood. I don't know what happened to them. They got stuck. So I'm trying to see if I can. I'm gonna find out if this is a sign. I don't know if you could look at it. It looks like it's petrified wood. I'm doing good, Misty. I don't know what happened. Like the deck was sitting like that, and the first layer is hard as a rock. Hard as a rock. Like it is like petrified wood. And I don't know why it happened, but I'm trying to see if it's a sign of some sort. Maybe it's time to retire this deck. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna burn this deck. Yes, yeah, that's what I noticed. That's what I noticed, Lala. Because it was sitting like this, and when I picked it up, they were all stuck. And then I looked at the card, and it's justice. And I've been talking about a lot about justice lately. Well, these got, I don't know what happened. Um, I usually leave them on my altar. Never has this happened to any of my decks. I have like 10, 15 tarot card decks, but this is the only one I use. I think someone tried to fuck with me, Lala. I do think that. Um, I like these cards. They're the only cards I do tarot with, pretty much. And now I can't do tarot card until I get another deck of these. Um, so again, I don't know how it happened. This card, yeah, I'm gonna burn these. I'm gonna burn them. I don't know what it was. I've been feeling a little bit, weird. Maybe it's some kind of epiphany I gotta read into. Because again, sometimes when I get sick, things happen. But again, like this is weird because the entire deck, the rest of the deck is fine. The rest of the deck is fine. And again, this is the only card deck I use for tarot. But the top of the deck got fucked up. Like this, it got hard. And there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 6, 7 cards that got stuck, like, and they got hard, like wood. It wasn't near fire, wasn't near anything hot, nothing. Like I kept them separate. I had this deck for years. So maybe it's time to retire this deck. Nothing is split on it. Again, I might keep this part of the deck as a reminder, and I'm gonna burn the rest of the deck. Yeah, so it's justice. So I think justice is on my side, but I'm gonna retire this deck and burn it. I want to keep it because again, this is actually my favorite tarot card deck. I'm not gonna lie, and it's a beautiful deck. It's on the TikTok shop too, and I remember there was some. I mean, this is the most beautiful deck I've ever seen with Santa Muerte. Again, if anyone wants to spot me a new deck, I'll hook you up with a read when I get them. But again, like I got other decks. I mean, I got like another 10, 15 decks of tarot card, cards. But I like doing it with the Santa Muerte deck. I got the regular ones, and I got a bunch of other ones. I'm not sure what they're worth anymore. I got them from a shop when I first saw them. Now they're online. I mean, they're beautiful. I don't even got the original box no more, so I don't even know what the name of the deck is. But again, this deck, again, the top of the cards were laying on top of the rest of the deck, and this top part of it got petrified together, got stuck, and I tried separating them. There's no way. I'm gonna rip them regardless. So I don't know if I want to burn this or keep this as a keepsake, but I'm gonna burn the rest of the deck. I have to. You know what I mean? Don't ever give away a deck. Your energy is on it. Or if you give it to somebody, make sure you know who you're giving it to. I want to say gracias for coming out and talk to us, man. Who is this boy? I don't give a. All right, Marie. Um, again, this is a Santa Muerte tarot card deck. I'll send it to you. Send me a message. Send me a message. Um, but again, this goes to show you more things happen around you that and again, I think this was a reminder. This was a reminder to me because I I sometimes fall behind and I ask for my house to be saved. I ask for all these things to happen and it happens. And I think justice for me is on my side. But I gotta do what I need to do in order to keep my shit rolling. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm gonna take this as a sign, as a positive sign to keep moving forward. Because justice is on my side. So I'm gonna keep moving forward in the things that I do, the things that I teach, and what I'm doing. And I'm gonna say this. I'm very thankful for the platform that social media has provided me with. I'm very thankful for the people that come through here. I've made some very good connections here as far as you know, the people, you know, I don't got crazy amount of followers, but my followers are loyal. You know, they come to me and I'm very thankful. Um so I'm gonna take this as a sign that it's time to retire this deck. I can't use it anyways. You know, it's missing. It's gonna be missing 7, 8 cards. So I'm gonna burn this deck. And again, I'm gonna find out if I got to burn all of it or as I keep this as a constant reminder of the things that I asked for, that I should be thankful for. You know, gracias, Mini Me, gracias por ustedes. Estoy muy agradecido con mi público. Yo sé que no tengo muchos seguidores, pero yo sé que les agradezco. Les agradezco mucho por el apoyo que me dan, por el amor que me extienden y les doy mi agradecimiento de todo corazón. And again, like, when I noticed this, I was a little bit freaked out. Sí me escamé cuando encontré esto. I was a little bit freaked out. And again, like Lala pointed out, it's very, very funny that the card that was the one that was visibly, when I picked up the cards that are stuck, is justice with the image of La Santa Muerte, with the scales and everything. You know what I mean? I don't know if you see good. She's holding the scales and her scythe. Hi, DM Love. How are you? Um, Hi, Stella from Houston. Much love. May you be blessed now forever. Hey, Julio Jr. Hello, I'm new. Thanks for being here. So again, someone asked me what I do here earlier. Right here, what I do is I practice spirituality, and this is a safe space for anyone that's spiritual. Oh, well, nice to have you here, DM Love. Nice to have you. I appreciate you being here. Oh, really? I'm gonna say this. Like, oh, hi. The fuck? I'm gonna say this. Like, for all the blessings I get, I gotta stick to what I said I'm gonna do. Like right now, I feel like this is a sign, right? And I've been trying to figure out what the sign is, and I'll let you know. You need a free reading? Do you need this free reading? I need this free reading. Um, what's going on with you, Julio? Anyways, like this to me is a sign, and I'm grateful for the platform that TikTok, YouTube has provided me. I need to start expanding what I do. I'm gonna finish my book I'm writing. I'm gonna put that out there, and I'm gonna finish the things that I set out to do this year. Oh, thank you. $5, really? What? That's cheap. Are they original ones or nah? Those are it. I know when I bought them, they were like $30 when I first bought them. again, like I'm gonna have to I have to I have to be thankful for everything. Yeah, I got them for $30. $5 seems really cheap. I don't know if they might be real or flimsy, but shit, $5 is fucking love. Um, Again, I find it very funny how things do happen here where I live. There's a lots of movement, there's lots of energy. I be hearing shit all the time. What's the question, me, Michelle? Julio Jr. inbox me. Um, Pay attention to the signs. All right? Pay attention to the signs. There is no reason why these cards should have got stuck together and had this exposed to me. There is no reason for the entire deck to be stacked together in the same spot and only these cards with this card exposed got petrified. Me, Michelle, the first steps is making sure this is a path you want to really follow. I don't know if you want to have an in-depth conversation because it's I think that's more of a personal question. And I do baptismal rites to Santa Muerte. I do the baptismal communion to Santa Muerte in God. That's something I do, but not on air because I don't want people to mock it or desecrate what we do. So I could be your Nino. Yeah, you can text me. Well, the rest of the cards in the deck, I don't know, right? I mean, I don't know what's stuck to this. Yeah, to me, this was crazy. There's no reason, again, why a deck of cards like this. All right, me, Michelle. What time zone are you in, me, Michelle? She's always present. So to me, in this house, things happen, things move. I hear sounds, I see shadows. Um, you know, so like to me, it's confirmation. I don't get scared about any of this stuff. I don't get scared. But again, like to this have been on the altar. You get a feeling, Diana, an overwhelming feeling. West Coast, all right, cool. All right, so inbox me and send me a message to my phone and we can talk about it. And I will say this: there's people that, again, I was saying this earlier, that send me messages about talking to them, and then I reach out to them and they don't respond. Oh my God, the chat is stuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? I think the message is clear. This is the card I think she wanted me to see. And again, yeah, again, the entire deck is on my altar at all times. It's not close to any heat. I'm fully aware if it's, it could be something wrong. But again, why only the top portion of the deck would be, let's say, messed up with the bottom portion? I'm not sure. And then this happens, like it's a sign. To me, it's a sign. So I have to see more in depth. It is amazing, Diana. People that are with Santísima Muerte, they understand. They understand. Oh shit, we got Australia in the house. Nice to see Australia here. Yeah, I can see your messages, DM Love. Yeah, I feel that justice is something. Here's the thing: is I'm a bit of an asshole, right? Because I asked for. I'm gonna say this: when I got issues, I shut down. I shut down, and it's something I try to work on. Oh, I see you. I try to change that. I shut down, and I've been going through financial woes and financial issues. Like I said last week, someone came by to notarize an extension for my mortgage. I was gonna be in foreclosure. I got another reprieve, and I get in my feelings about shit. I should be more on my grind, and I shut down a little bit. I shut down a little bit because I'm wondering how I'm gonna make the money that I need to make my mortgage payments. And what I figure is I'm gonna do it through the works I do, but I have such a big problem with charging people. I'll send you my address, Ariel. I don't mind. I don't mind. Again, I trust you guys for sure. I mean, you and your brother already met my kids. That's the most sacred thing I have. You know what I mean? You know, again, Ariel and her brother have met me and my children in San Diego, and my kids are the most sacred thing I have. So if I trust you meeting my children, trust me, I trust you giving you my address. So again, I have such a big problem with charging people. So as much as it pains me to do this, I'm gonna have to set a price guide or a price list. And I don't want to be a dick because I've always asked for donations for the work I do for people. Never do I set a price. Really, there's times I might say, oh, that's not enough, blah blah blah. But I have to get on my grind because I need to save my house. You know what I'm saying? So as much as it pains me to say this, I'm gonna have to do the things that I don't want to do. Yeah, we all gotta make money. And again, I feel that sometimes I tell people to give me a donation, and sometimes I don't say nothing, but sometimes I feel offended with the amount they give me. When I know they just paid someone $80 for a read, I'm like, you gave me how much? I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And again, not trying to talk shit, but my shit's on point. Um, it's a lot of time and energy. So the people, hey, what's up, Judge Panda David? How are you? Thanks for coming back. So the people that I've been working with, you're grandfathered in pretty much. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to say, I don't want to be a dick to people. But well, I'm with you, Lala. Again, when people call me, I feel their agony and their pain, and I feel so fucked up trying to charge people sometimes. And when I started doing this, I didn't want to be that guy that charges people through the nose when they're at the lowest point in their life. All right, Julio, I'll respond to you when I get a chance. So look, that's what I'm talking about. All right, all right. Someone wants to talk. Someone's ready to talk now, but like about an hour ago when I sent them a message, they weren't responding. And again, that that messes with my time. I know people wait for me, and I know that I don't want to be a diva or a fucking some special ass, but an hour elapses. I'm doing other shit. I'll get back to that when I can. And again, I don't want to seem like a jerk, but it is what it is. Anyways, so that's something I'm gonna start introducing is price points, and I don't know what a good price point is because I understand people in California versus people in Arkansas, it's a different price point. So I don't know if it's gonna be like if I'm gonna do average pricing for the country or what the hell, you know what I mean? I'm gonna ask again because I've been pondering this for a minute. Thank you, DM Love. What is a fair price, let's say, per consultation or per an hour with someone like me? What is a fair price? Because I think what I do is what I do. Um, but what would a good what would be something that you guys would be comfortable paying me for my time? Because I don't want to come out and be like, I'm worth this much. 15, 20 per hour. All right, that's a start. 15, 20 per hour, or for what? 50, 50, 80, 33, 70. I'm gonna take all these numbers and average them out. I guess that's fair. 80 for an hour. $35 for $85. I want to be in that business. I'll have my fucking house paid off in no time. 44. I like that. DM Love, where are you at? Because that little money sign is different. London in the house. Oh my God, you got a Brit accent. Well, I'm in the new country. I'm in the US of A. Nice. Look, I got people in Australia and London out here in YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, you're gonna have to send me a voicemail so I can hear it. If if I say, well, maybe I'll do like between this and that much and let the people give me. Is that fair? I sometimes feel I give a lot of time and I get a low reward for my efforts at times, and it just it just sometimes I feel very disenchanted. Oh, I got YouTube. Uh, I got YouTube, but I got more followers on TikTok. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow. Diana, what do you think my time would be worth? I got YouTube, but I got more followers on TikTok. YouTube is hard to crack, so I appreciate my YouTube followers. It is a lot of reading. I mean, a lot of energy in the readings, Cassie. It really is. Again, Rachel, because I don't have a set price, I always say it's a donation. I never say a price, and I'm beginning to think I need to start really making this money now. Again, before I did this, yeah, that's what I think, Maria Castro. I don't want to be a dick. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a jerk to people. Look, like I have a question for y'all. Return to the Mac, what's up? If Because I do yes or no questions, and that's when people show up. If I do yes or no questions, and it's only for my subscribers, would you guys subscribe or not really? Well, Lala, like I said, I don't want to be a jerk, so because look, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. All right, so look, like on TikTok, I do. Thank you, Lala. I do yes or no questions, and again, I do it for free. But if I do it for subscribers only, would people subscribe? Oh yes, DM Love. Oh my gosh, I'm getting love from London. I might have to move out there. But again, like people only show up when it's a freebie. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I ask for subscriptions and you can ask as many questions as you want, is that fair? People show up only when it's free. So is it fair to say yes or no questions for subscribers for free? Is that fair? Yeah, again, but David, like I don't get people doing that, you know what I mean? And again, like I don't want to be a jerk because I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I need to be blessed in order to keep my house. You know, keep my home, feed my children. Shit, I don't even own a car no more. You know, you guys know that a few months ago my car got repoed, and I'm not ashamed to say it. You know what I mean? I'm driving around in a truck that my mom let me borrow and my dad let me borrow. This truck I gave it to my dad years ago. This truck I bought brand new when I was in a better place financially, and I gave it to my dad. And when my car got repoed, and I had a nice car, I had a Lincoln Continental. Had a nice big baller car, and I liked that car. I liked it, and it got repoed. Like, you know, it is what it is. And right now, I don't even own a car that's mine. So this is where I'm at right now, and I know that I give too much a lot of the times, and I feel bad when I charge people. I honestly feel bad when I charge people because I think spirituality should not be something that you monetize. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in my life, I know how to make money. I used to make a lot of money when I was young. Heart me, you know, give me some love. And again, I wanna raise this. I'm gonna do a GoFundMe maybe here and there, to where people could donate to this church, because this is a church now. I'm gonna make this a church. If they want to donate to the church to keep up the expenses of the church, I'm not asking for riches. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking to just, you know, help to keep doing what I'm doing. And it's, you know, I like you, DM Love. Thank you so much, Diana. And again, if you guys can't give me money, prayers and goodwill goes a long way, I think. Oh, like I'm reading stuff off of TikTok as well. So I'm gonna do that. Whenever I do yes or no questions, I'm gonna make it subscriber only. And whoever a subscriber can ask as many questions as they want. Um, Subscriber stuff, you know, I don't get all the money. TikTok gets their fair share. You know what I mean? Here's a question. Considering you work for Santa Muerte. Thank you so much, Margarita. No limit to questions. Yeah, well, I never put limits. I'm gonna start it as soon as possible, I guess, Diana, because I gotta start making my mortgage. Nah, like I'm a fair mother. If you guys pay for the subscription, and here's the thing is, earlier on I was explaining why I like doing my lives subscribers only, because I get a lot of negative energy, and if I had enough subscribers, I would make all my lives subscriber only chats. I don't care if you're not subscribed. You can always be here to listen to the words that we speak. But I don't like the negative energy that people bring here from, you know, from their I guess superior mindsets that they think they, you know, have a right to sort of. No, there's a few people on YouTube, but you're the only one commentating, DM Love. Oh shit, you're the last one. There was 8 people right now on YouTube. They're gone. You're the last one left. You're the last of the Mohicans. I don't know if you know what a Mohican is. It was a Native American out here that, you know the story. Now here's the thing is, Maria, like if I do subscriber only yes or no questions, I don't give a fuck if you do rapid fire questions. I'll answer them. It's not a big deal. And maybe we'll do a thing where, I don't know, like I'm gonna start selling candles again and doing that shit. I was promoting it a lot. I went away from selling candles online because I didn't want to cheapen the experience. But now, if you guys want candles, I will fucking do your candles. You pay me for a candle, I'll light it here on my altars. I got candles for days. So if you ever want a candle here on my altars, you pay me for the candle and I'll light it. Simple. You know, and I'll put it on one of my altars. I got altars here for days. Ask David, he knows. So instead of like Because look, if I sell candles to people, I gotta ship them, all this bullshit, and it's like fuck. The energy's right here. I can light it for you, and if you pay for a candle, I will just light it. If you pay for extra, like I'll do the prayers and prepare them and all that shit, I will do that too. But that'll be extra. So I'm thinking today of the things and ways I can make a little bit of scratch so I can make my fucking mortgage. You know what I mean? This is a house that I say belongs to Santa Muerte. This is her house. I just live with her. You know what I'm saying? So this is her house. I want to protect it for her, for my children. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know what's fair for candles. I know the candles that I have are high quality candles. I see them online for $15, $16. They are coconut oil candles. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna show you the kind of candle that I buy because I like to buy the good shit. These candles are made of coconut oil. I don't know if you can see the marbling in them. I mean, they're really beautiful candles. It's coconut oil. They're not the cheap kind. You know what I mean? They're not the cheap little flimsy candles. You know, I like to buy the good shit. 45 per vela. I like the way you think, Frank. Yeah, these are good candles. So like I don't like. So if you guys want to light candles on my altar, I will light a candle for you. I will put your name on it. I will put it on the altars, and I will take pictures if you guys want. I don't. And again, if you want extras, like want me to do like rituals, I can do that as well. I just don't like to advertise so much because I feel that it cheapens the experience. And I'm gonna say this, and this is the truth. I despise going to other people's like, you know, TikToks or YouTubes, and all they do is try to sell you shit. Here, buy. I don't want to be that person. You know, like I say this to you guys, the entire time I'm here, I never sell you guys anything. You know what I'm saying? I never sell you guys anything. I don't try to sell nothing. I give you knowledge. I give you lectures. I give you spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I give that for free. And I never try to be here trying to like, you know, sell you shit because I feel cheap when I do that. And I don't want to be having to like, you know, so, but now things have changed for me. Thank you, Diana. What's your question? So again, like all my candles are quality candles. And if you could see I mean, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? If you can see the quality of the candle, you'll be like, oh, all right, I get it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I got to go to Dollar Tree store because I can't find certain candles. I like that. Why can't you keep your Ruda plant alive? Where do you have it? In the front or the back? Yeah, again, like, I don't want to take it from the experience. How many people come here and feel safe? When you guys are here, do you feel safe with me? You guys feel safe with me, right? Like, have I ever tried to sell you guys anything? I don't try to sell nothing here. I don't do the whole, and if I could show you behind me, I have a whole wall full of shit. And I got statues over here. And, you know, I just don't sell it because I feel that, you know, I never try to hustle you guys out of shit. You know what I mean? I don't be like, oh, si quieren, you gotta buy a candle and send me gifts and blah blah. Look, you guys give me what you guys give to me out of heart. You know what I'm saying? And I never be here trying to pandle things to like, hey, buy this, buy it for me, buy it for me. I never done that shit because I don't want to cheapen the experience. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue my masses, my spiritual work. I'm gonna do some videos pushing to sell candles. And you guys know now, if you guys want to pay for a candle, I'll light it here and put it, like, you know, Smiles, you guys don't gotta pay for shit. You guys be paying. I noticed today, I woke up late. I just noticed that you guys sent me another fucking, again, Smiles and his family keep me whole. I'm not gonna even talk. I mean, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it, bro. How many candles can I get for a Ford Focus? Asking for shit. All the candles on the wall. All the candles on the wall. Like I said, that friend, you guys don't gotta pay for shit for a long time. Look, thank you so much, David. I'm gonna say this. When I shared my story of not having a car, Frank has offered to fly me out to where he lives and send me back in a car that he has that he don't use. And I'm not a man that likes to take advantage of people, but I'm gonna take him up on that offer because he keeps insisting, and I'm gonna take that car. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for that. So how many candles can you get for a Ford Focus? All the fucking candles on the wall, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm grateful. Like, I'm grateful. You know, he sent me a picture of a car, and he's like, look, bro, I got this. I don't use it. It's in the garage. You can have it. And I'm like, I thought, you know, even if it doesn't happen, I appreciate the sentiment. But he's like, nah, it's gonna happen. I'm like, shit, they're gonna fly me out, which I don't like to fucking fly. I'm gonna say this, I'm a big ass coward when it comes to flying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna fly and I'll drive back. If I summon a ghost and weird shit, it keeps happening, what do? Ask him to leave, that kid. Greyhound bus. I got time restraints too, so if he sends me a plane ticket, I'll be flying my ass across, you know, wherever I gotta go, and driving my monkey ass back. Return of the Mac. Is it Frank or is it somebody else? Yeah, I'm not again, earlier I was saying I'm not afraid of anything. That's a lie. I'm afraid of flying. That's a lie. Where are you at, that kid, Ensky? Are you somewhere on the West Coast? Hi, Diana G. I do house calls, just so y'all know. I do house calls. I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose, my bad. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. We can meet at KFC or Whataburger. Whataburger sucks. I'm going to KFC. Like, oh my God. NY Harlem, fly me out. I got you. I'm just inbox me that kid and then explain it, what you summoned. And you could have summoned something else that you were not trying to summon, because there's trickster ghosts out there. No, I gotta give Whataburger a chance. Whataburger, I gotta give it another chance. I had it one time and I thought it was booty. But people love Whataburger, so I want to give it another chance. Have a good night, Lala. And again, congratulations for your job, and may you be blessed now forever. And again, I appreciate you coming back, and hopefully you keep coming back. Return of the Mac on YouTube. I just noticed the gift you guys sent me a little while ago. I woke up like at 1 today, and I was all groggy, and then a little while ago, because I get messages I wake up to like sometimes to 10, 15, 20 messages, and sometimes I wake up like I'll get to it later. You can pay me for a house call. Where you at, Jumbo? And I just noticed right now, and I like a little while ago, like, oh fuck, because again, I'm behind on everything. I'm behind on my light, the water, the gas, the mortgage. Like I said, my car got repoed, and I'm like, fuck it. Like you guys always come through for me, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. What is my star sign? I'm a Taurus. Yeah, I know we're messaging. You're in New Jersey, you would fly me out for a house call? If you're in New Jersey, and I'll fly out for a house call, it has to be, we can talk about it for sure. My Cash App name is money sign Santísima Muerte 13 with the money sign instead of an S. Santísima Muerte 13 with the money sign. I don't know how to put messages here, but does anyone have my Cash App on YouTube? They could post it. Yeah, I know we're messing right now, Jumbo. I just noticed your name is Jumbo Ass. Like, nice. Yeah, but again, like I've always said it, if people fly me out, I'll go. I mean, for work. I'll put it in the bio on YouTube. I don't know if I can put it on YouTube. My number's on my main page anymore. My number's on all my videos though. Anyways, I feel all over the place right now. Why would it be a Scorpio? Nah, can anyone? No one has my Cash App on YouTube, huh? I'm a Taurus. Santísima Muerte 13 at the end. I think 13 at the end. Let me just double check. It's Santísima Muerte 13. Santísima Muerte 13. Well, I'm a Taurus. Good night, Diana. Send me a message. You had a question. Did I answer it? Exactly. There it is. Thank you, Smiles. I was going to say stuff. I just went off the rocker. Again, like, so if you guys want candle work, I do candle work here. Or if you want me just like candles, I'll do it. So I'm going to put that up on I'll make a video about it. 517. I was born 516. I was born 5/16/78. 5/16/1978. I'm in May. But what's funny is my son, he's born, he's 8 years old. He's like, damn, Dad, you were born in the 1900s? Man, I wasn't born 1901, son. You know what I mean? Oh, look at Sammy, baby. You were born on Mother's Day. 5/17/80. BB 420. Oh my God. It must be a grifa. Awesome, DM Love. Now I'm curious about maybe I go to London. I know Dre Dog and my son. They're both cut out of the same cloth. She's not, but she's down to fight and get active. Okay, good for you, Meow, defending your mama. That's beautiful. Um, you seem like a blast, BB. The olden days. I feel fucking old. Thank you so much for the gifts, Dre Dog. May you blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Thank you for that. Again, here's the thing is, I will be making this a church to Santa Muerte and God. I have all the stuff ready. I gotta go to the state and try to get a license to be a church, an official church. I gotta come up with a manifesto about the church. I already got all the laws and bylaws. I got our commandments written down. I'm working on the Bible for our church. So all that's gonna happen. This will become a church. Before I fucking die, this will be a church. This will be a church. And I guarantee you, it's not going to be a church like any other church you've been to. There's going to be actual love, compassion, and real spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you guys stick with me. And I hope that you guys stick with me because this is the beginning. I've been saying this for years. I'm so grateful to her that I want to make a church for her and God. So I will do it because I love her and I love God and I love this and I feel this is my calling. So I already got everything written down. I don't know what it takes to actually become a church in California, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, thank you, Scotty Singh. I appreciate your donation. May God and Santa Muerte always bless you and protect you. May you get it back 100-fold. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. I hope it doesn't offend you, Scotty. Gracias. Thank you. You see, like, I will get it done. And if it takes me another year, another 5 years, another 40 fucking years, I'm gonna get it done before I fucking kick the bucket here. You know what I'm saying? So I've read before the bylaws. I've read the commandments out before you guys. I've read chapters of the Bible before. I keep going back to rewrite the Bible because I keep getting different epiphanies. Thank you for you, Scotty. I appreciate you. And again, this is a place where everyone and anyone is welcome. And the church I build for God and the Holy Death will include anyone of any denomination. I don't care if you're Catholic, Christian. You know, I stream on YouTube as well. Whenever I go live on TikTok, I'm simultaneously streaming on YouTube. But I get more followers on TikTok, to be honest with you. So what I want to do is start with a church. Like, I got a big backyard, and I thought to myself, if I do Sunday Mass in the beginning, I could put chairs back there and give live Mass. It's La Santísima. I gotta. It's on my bio, I think. Meow. If you go to my bio on TikTok, I think it's the lemon 8 thing. You click on that, and then I got my YouTube, and I got my my Instagram there too. Kenya, where are you at? Are you still in Southern California? Again, because I now live in Paris. I live in Riverside, Montebello. Yeah. So again, but this is I always say this to people. This is not my house. This is her house. That's why she protects it. From the moment you walk in, her presence is in this house. You know, people that come here, they feel oddly comfortable here. Like David has been here, and he said that the energy here is so relaxing, and so like mellow, and like it felt like home for him. So like Dre Dog knows. So again, like this is a place where I feel I'll say this, my house is a mess. It's a mess because I'm a dude and I don't clean that much. And you know, I gotta get in order. I gotta clean this house up. I gotta make it more respectful and more, you know. But once I get my things on, once I get out of this funk, I wanna make this house a temple. Hey Gemini, I'm talking about writing a book and everything again. I'm gonna work on that more. I got a few months, and no matter, you know what, I'm gonna say this. Someone a few months ago told me that they're gonna bring me a printer and all this and all that, and they didn't. It's okay. The intention was good. Does anyone have hookups on printers or for printing? Um, Hi Melanie, how are you? You're, I see you following me. Okay, cool. Anyone have hookups for printers or printing? Um, awesome, Marduk the clown. Again, like, does anyone have hookups on that? Kenya, that's beautiful. I appreciate that comment. Why? What? What made you cry? Just the feeling. I hope it, I appreciate it. What spark? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about because I, I know I'm not gonna get a book deal, so I'm gonna just self print and just ship out when I get it done. And I'm gonna do a Bible that is gonna be written in the Bible form, and then I'm gonna do like a book about Santa Muerte, you know, how to practice and whatnot, and maybe I'll just slap it together. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. I appreciate that, Kenya. I really do. Um, I want you guys to know that everything I do here, I do it with heart and intention. Is it expensive though, Gemini? Because I'm a broke ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Again, I remember someone said they were gonna bring me a printer and they had all this paper and they're like, I don't do it no more. Out of business. You could have it, and their intention was good, but they never came through. You know what I mean? So like, I was banking on that. It's not a Bible. I don't. I've read Bibles of Santa Muerte. It's not a Bible. I'm gonna look into it. Lulu and what? Can you text me that, Gemini? The sites. Look, I got the Santa Muerte Bibles, and all it is explanations of the colors, a few spells. Like I'm putting together a Bible, the beginning of time, like Genesis and shit like that. You know what I mean? Death. You know, God created the heaven and the earth, and you know, death soon followed when life was created. That's where I'm going with it. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be just like, oh, well, Santa Muerte, you know, like, no, like, it's gonna go deeper than that because I believe that Santa Muerte is the death energy that embodies all death deities. Because I'm a strong believer that God, in His wisdom, has presented Himself in different forms to different cultures and different timelines. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way about Santa Muerte, like Anubis, Hecate, you know, Kali, Azrael, the Angel of Death. All those energies to me feel one and the same. You know, Mikwatutuit and all the death goddesses and gods, I can recognize them, and it's the same energy. So I feel strongly about the fact that Santa Muerte is how I came to love her. Oh, thank you, Gemini. But she has many other faces because you know she's come to us in different forms. Again, for different timelines and different cultures, they appear to us in the best way that we could identify. Thank you, Diana G. I appreciate that. Here's the thing: is my views are my views, right? And I know people disagree. I have people tell me that, oh, you know, this is a Mexican thing, it's a South American thing, And I'm gonna tell you right now, death is universal. Death is for everybody. And I don't think should be a closed off spiritual practice. A lot of people try to keep it closed off to other let's say cultures or shades. You know what I'm saying? And I believe strongly that this is for everybody. If you believe in God, if you have spirituality, this is something that you can practice or at least follow. And again, and I believe that wholeheartedly, Rosales Inc. I believe that again, Hecate, Anubis, Cali, um, Miquatutuil, Azrael, they're all the same energy, and again, it's not meant to be offensive to anybody. It's just what I feel is truth, and what I feel doesn't have to be the way you feel. Yes, again, all those energies, and I know people may disagree or agree with me, and it's okay. This is gonna be part of how we build. Is we're gonna start to really touch on the basis of fundamental spirituality, because when I try to teach, I don't teach from a point of view of my only views. I teach, lessons from Krishna, Buddha. I teach lessons of Christ. Um, you know, indigenous beliefs. I try to encompass all spiritual practices and beliefs. That way, I try to really truly include everybody, because I believe we're one people, and as one people, we need to respect one another. And again, the church in which I will build for Santa Muerte and God will be inclusive to all practices. Um, like again, if you have Hebrew, Muslim upbringings, Christianity, like there will be a spot for you as long as you are open to spiritual teachings. They're not Bibles, Gemini. They're not Bibles. I want to make the first true Bible that is based on Genesis and all that stuff, to where the beginning um, and the end. You know what I'm saying? And everything in between. And there's got to be a moment to where I might be saying things from a fictional standpoint in this Bible, but it's in my heart. You know what I'm saying? It's what I feel transpired at the beginning of thought life and the introduction of death. Um, so it's gonna be a new look at a Santa Muerte Bible, and I don't think anyone's ever taken the time to sort of rewrite from the opening Bible. From the Judaism Bible, the Old Testament, the beginnings. The heavens and the earth, and the skies and the oceans, and the things that crawled and all that shit. So like I'm gonna take it from that perspective. From that point on is where our Bible starts. Hi Jenna, how are you? So that's where we're gonna go with it. It's not gonna be just a book of oh well, here's her color coordinations. This is how to fucking attract fucking love, blah blah blah. All that shit has been done 1,000 times over, and there's no real Bible out here for her. I think the closest thing is the Book of the Dead by the Egyptians. Oh, somebody's flying. I hate flying. Oh my god, I hate flying. I hate flying. So I haven't read the Book of the Dead completely, but I'm reading it. Or I started reading it a while back. I haven't done it all yet. I should finish that shit. But again, like I think that's the closest thing to a Bible type death book out there. The Egyptian Book of the Dead. I gotta finish it. You know what I mean? Because maybe I get inspiration. I don't wanna bite for my book, but truth is out there. We just gotta find it. What is wrong with me? I feel all over the place today. Anyways, we've covered some stuff today, which really covered nothing. Thank you so much, Ariel. I appreciate it. I'll send you my address right now when I get off the live. Um, again, it's the most curious thing. I don't know how to explain this, but this was a weird ass thing, you know? Like, in the beginning of the live, I talked about how my deck of tarot cards are always on my altar. And somehow, some of the tarot cards that were on my deck almost feel like they got petrified. Like they became, you know, like almost like wood or cardboard all together with the entire deck. And when I picked it up, the card that was exposed is the Justice card. And the entire deck, pretty much, the rest of the deck is fine. It's fine. The rest of the tarot deck is fine. The only part of the deck that wasn't fine is this top deck. When I removed it, it showed me the Justice card. So I feel that for all the things I've been asking for, I'm getting what I want. Again, my house is, again, I signed more paperwork to keep my home. I gotta start making the mortgage now. So justice was on my side, and I'm downstairs, you know, lollygagging, doing dumb shit when I should be on the grind because I gotta make this mortgage payment, you know, soon. So I gotta get on my hustle game. And hustle game doesn't mean I'm gonna hustle people for their money, but I gotta start doing the things that I say I'm gonna do. Like, you know, start selling the candles, start doing this, start doing that. You know, write the book, sell it, because I plan to sell the fucking book. You know, it's not gonna be for free. But you know, my house is saved again. Every time I'm about to get foreclosed on, I pray like a scoundrel, and I find a way, and my house is saved. You know, this house, I say to you, and I say to her, this house is not my house. It is Santa Muerte's house. I just live with her. This is her house. This is her house and God's house. God's house as well. You're right, Christopher. Thanks for pointing that out. This is God's house and Santa Muerte's house. This is what I devote to. Again, as much as I want to say Santa Muerte's house, you know, I do appreciate God in my own way. So this is their home. It's Santa Muerte's house. I say it. I live with her. And she keeps me whole. And she keeps me okay. And every time I think I'm about to lose it all, I don't. And I got to be thankful for that. I really, truly got to be thankful for that. And it's not, look, I was going to make a prayer one day to give thanks for what I have. And I wasn't doing it right here in front of her without doing it live. But I'm going to say this publicly because I will have a prayer session in solitude with her in thanks of all the things she has provided me for. I'll do that by myself for the things she's given me. But I publicly say this right now in front of anyone that's here. I am so thankful for the gifts in which she has bestowed upon me, for the outs of the situations where I think there's no out, for the support that I receive from her at every moment that I feel lost and confused and defeated. But my stupidity, my blind faith keeps me moving forward. I'm going to call it stupidity because I believe wholeheartedly that every situation is going to work itself out. And it does. And I'm thankful. I am truly thankful. Because when everything seems lost, I get a lifeline. I get a reprieve. I get another way out. I get what I have prayed for. So when I tell you miracles happen, they're not miracles where, you know, I'm going to walk on water, but they're miracles. It just happens, Christopher. And I have a blind faith that it's going to be okay. And it's going to be okay. And I'm going to come out on top. And I'm not going to falter. I'm not going to lose. I'm going to win. And I'm going to keep this house. And all this and all that. Look, I couldn't save my car. But she provided me another way. I couldn't keep certain things. You know, like, look, I'll be honest with y'all. I was struggling a lot with medication. I was under someone's insurance, and that came to an end, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna struggle with my medication again. I got hooked up by the state, and now I hardly pay anything for anything, and I get everything really cheap now for my meds. So things just happen. Things happen to where everything works out, but you have to have faith. Yes, the house for me is everything. This is where I bring my kids. This is where my kids are when I have them. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, DJ Drake. That's horrible. I'm sure they didn't mean it. But everything happens for a reason, and the struggles I faced again, like, so when I got this card and it's all stuck and this was exposed, I got what I needed. I got justice. This house is still mine. So that made me think and reflect what I got to do differently. Love you too, man. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you, bro. You're not a mistake, and you deserve to be here, and we all are here for a reason. I get emotional at times. I get emotional over the things I experience. And I said this before last week. My devotion isn't blind devotion. My devotion is not blind devotion. Oh, I saw her. Oh my gosh, she's so cool. My devotion comes from real life experiences, real life miracles, real first account experiences that I've lived through. My devotion is not blind. My devotion is not based on a trend or a fad. I've been devoted to her for years. I first met her when I was like 15, 16, 17. I'm 47 now. Over 30 years I've known of her. I've been devoted for over 20. So like, my experiences and my devotion isn't blind. It comes from true faith, from true first life events. No one told me the stories. No one told me about how great she is. No one had to tell me. I experienced it firsthand. How she first came to me was I was a juvenile, and I was being investigated for something, and I was facing a long prison term. And someone was like, "Hey, what's going on? You look all fucked up." And I explained. And they're like, "Oh, you know, you gotta come with my mom. She'll help you out." And the rest is history. What you ask it in it? I'm sorry. What's your question, Internet? When I first met her, I was on a mission to do things I wanted to do, and as time progressed, she started to turn me into a different person. And as I stand before you now, I feel very lucky, and again, the gift of freedom, the gift of life. I've seen miracles through her, and I know it seems funny, but I've truly seen miracles through her. No one can tell me what I already know. You guys were here during some of my miracles. On August 15th, not this year, but the last year, on August 15th, her veneration day, her feast day, my mother called me and told me my dad was cancer free on August 15th, 2 years ago. And that just, to me, it's more confirmation. I was doing a live here on TikTok and YouTube, and I took the call and I went to the next room and I came back. I was crying. I was crying because on her feast day, to get that news, it only cemented my faith even more. There's no coincidences at all. There's no coincidences. For my mom to call me on August 15th of 2023, 2024, and tell me my dad is cancer free on her feast day, it's not a coincidence. Irene, what's your question? Some guy said that? Ooh. I'm telling you, this is, I can't even begin to tell you the things. Hello, Mars. The things that I say, they're not because someone told me. Hi, Cynthia. It's not hearsay. It's firsthand experiences. It's firsthand miracles that I've witnessed. It's firsthand. I believe in God and Santa Muerte. So again, my devotion isn't blind. My devotion isn't just because. My devotion is because miracles, I've seen them. I've experienced them firsthand. I have witnessed it. I have lived it. No one can tell me anything. And no one can ever take my devotion away. I get a lot of videos from people that, condemn Santa Muerte. And I saw a video of this one guy trying to converting a devoted to Christianity. This girl was like crying, rejected God. You have her tattoo. Oh, I got plenty of tattoos of her. This is her sigil, her thing, her guadaña, her scythe, the world she carries, a prayer to her. She's right here. She's right here. She's right here. She's on my back. She's everywhere on me. Everything, and I gotta get more tattoos for her. That video I saw, I didn't like it. Like, it could have been staged, maybe. It could have been staged, but look, if she was someone that happened to be devoted for a few months, a few years, like, I don't give a fuck what anyone tells me. They're never going to convert me to anything. Not no false religion, not no false following. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, that shit saying, like, I was like, man, forget it. Like, because there's no evil here. There's no evil here. There's no evil. God created death. This is God's path. It's what he set forth. Death is not to be conquered. It's a transition to the next stage of our spiritual evolution. We don't challenge death to a duel. She's not a demon. So, like, when I saw that, I was like, yuck. And it's okay. Look, I'm not here to convert anybody. I'm not here to change people's beliefs. But I saw that and I was like, chale, I'm good with that. I stand strong. And here's the thing is, you guys don't see this all the time, but this is always in front of me when I do my lives. There's a picture of Jesus Christ as we were told he looks. I have a crucifix above my altar, if you guys can see, and God's presence is here. God, Christ, is here with me as well. And I honor God. I honor God. And as I say this, I get goosebumps. I get electricity running through my... Like, I could fucking knock down fucking mountains right now. So God, in his infinite wisdom, knew that life without death would be unbalanced and unchecked. He knew in his great wisdom to be perpetual will only lead to famine and destruction. And God, in his infinite wisdom, decided to set limits to this beautiful thing that we call life. Because without life and death being a constant, you can't have life without death, and vice versa. Every ending has a beginning. Oh, I'm sorry, let me see. I don't like Christianity, but I mean, I got nothing against Christians, nothing against Catholics. I just don't like big religion. Look, and I'm gonna say this: any religion that has been based on robbing, executing indigenous people across the world in God's name is not a true spiritually religious sect. A lot of us have ancestors that bled and were ultimately executed for their beliefs in their indigenous culture. Your ancestors, a lot of your ancestors were beaten or worse when they did not conform or convert to Christianity or Catholicism. My God does not lend himself to those atrocities. My God does not lend himself to the destruction of beautiful cultures. My God does not destroy, maim, or end life in vanity. My God does not seek your treasures. My God does not seek your land. My God seeks your devotion and your prayers. My God seeks your humility. My God seeks your devotion. And that's it. Thank you so much, DJ Drake. I don't know what this is going to be called, but I'm going to give it a name. I got a name for it already. And I said it before, and I'm going to keep the name I think I came up with. It's not Catholic. She's not Catholic. So my God doesn't lend himself to those atrocities. My God isn't about that life. So when people that claim to be religious end life for land, gold, and grain, they're not holy. And listen to what I'm saying. I don't hate Catholics or hate Christians or hate any persons or peoples. I hate the actual let's say, Roman Catholic Church. There was a pastor of a Christian church, I don't know, somewhere in the South, and they asked him, why do you need a $54 million jet? He wouldn't answer. You know, we were colonized in the Americas, and I can't be mad at it because through this body runs the blood of a proud people and proud conquerors. You know what I'm saying? Through this body, I have blood of the conquerors and the conquerees. We are mestizos. I am a product of Spain and the indigenous people of the Americas. So I can't be mad at the Spaniard blood that runs through me. As a matter of fact, I'll say it, I'm proud of it because it's made us who we are. I can't be mad or disappointed in the indigenous blood that runs through me. Because as a people, I see a lot of Mexican people be like, you know, all this loud talk about their culture in Aztlan. And I'm going to tell you, Aztec was never a word. It was a name given to the people by scholars down the road. It's the Mexica people. They were the Mexicas. They were never known as Aztecs at the time. But I believe that through my veins runs the blood of Spaniards and Purapecha people, and again, maybe Aztlan, you know, the Mexica people. Because it got all convoluted, but I feel strongly that I got Purapecha blood in me. So, the conqueror and conqueree, I can't be mad at the Spaniards using the Bible as a religious force. That's what they were set to do by the kings and by the Pope at the time. They were following orders. You can't be mad at it. So I'm proud of the mestizo people that came from that atrocity because they rose up. They're a proud people. We took the cultures and we meshed it well. That's when Santa Muerte arrived. When you had that combination of indigenous and, let's say, Spaniard beliefs. The Catholic met the indigenous, and the death energy said, well, here we go. It's morphin' time, and that happened. So again, I can't be mad at the conquerors or the conquerees that run within me. And again, for everybody that is so proud of Aztlan and the Purapecha or the Mexica people, you know what? Be proud of the Spaniard blood. One of the most eye-dropping things I ever saw was in the 1986 Olympics. I think every time I see the Olympics, whenever Mexico is introduced, Spain gets up and claps for us. Because we are their kin. We are their offspring. Every time there's a world event and Mexico is there and Spain is there, Spain stands up for us and cheers Mexico on. And I respect that. Because we are a product of both the indigenous and Spaniard lineage. And they are proud of us, believe it or not. Spain holds a deep love for Mexicans. Because we are their kin. We are their kin. We are a product of the conqueror and the conqueree. And the first time I saw it, I was a kid. And I remember Mexico going down the fucking thing. And Spain rose up like, that's our people. That's our people right there. Like proud parents. And since that point on, I've always noticed that during World Cups, Olympics, any world event, Spain will always rise and cheer on Mexico. Always rise and cheer for Mexico. That's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And if there's any Spaniards here, anywhere, again, I appreciate that. Because they're our kin. I appreciate it. And more people will be like, I know, Mexicanos and this and that, and Aztecas and all this shit. And look, we should be proud of that. But we need to recognize the other part of the equation. And that's where Catholicism met indigenous. And that is where the birth of La Santa Muerte began. Those two combinations, death energy, said, hey, we got to change it up. We're going to dress like Mary. And we're going to be like, this is it. I'm proud, Christopher. I'm proud. You know, I'm proud of it. I mean, let's be honest about it. That's the truth. We are a product of both Mexican culture and Spaniard culture, or French culture, or British culture. That's what the Americas is. Again, and if you ever watch a world event trip out, Spain will always rise for Mexico. They will give a standing O when Mexican athletes or Mexican performers are on stage. They're proud. They're proud. So we must not forget that we are indigenous, but we're also part of the conquerors. So that's where the death energy had a moment of evolution. When they were forcing the indigenous people to embark on their journey towards Catholicism or Christianity. Do y'all know the story of La Virgen de Guadalupe? Upon the first church, they built it on a goddess's temple, an Aztec goddess's temple, and I forget her name right now. But La Virgen de Guadalupe is that Aztec goddess in disguise. She snuck into Catholicism to take care of her country and her people. They built a church on top of the Aztec temple to an Aztec goddess. And when the Virgen Guadalupe appeared, she was dressed in Aztec colors. She was dressed in Aztec royal colors. And she had solar systems and star systems on her cloak and dress that only the Aztecs or the Mexican knew. She was brown. She was proud. She was beautiful. She was the Aztec goddess that said, all right, motherfuckers, I got you. And she snuck into Catholicism. La Virgen de Guadalupe is an Aztec goddess that took form and reclaimed her temple. She reclaimed her temple. And she reclaimed her people. And she is the patron saint of Mexico. And she is the same Aztec goddess that was in that temple before. I gotta look it up. I forget her name. And I did a whole story on it. Oh my God, what is it? Tonantzin. Tonantzin was the Aztec goddess. Tonantzin was the Aztec goddess where the temple of the first Catholic Church was built upon. And Tonantzin became La Virgen de Guadalupe. I guarantee you that is what happened. When they built upon her temple, she said, Chale. She said, no. She reclaimed her temple. She reclaimed her temple. She reclaimed her people. She reclaimed her nation. Tonantzin came back in a garb that mimicked Mary, with constellations that Europeans didn't know yet. But the Mexica people and Purapecha people did. They knew the constellations. They spoke to the gods. They knew about solar systems far beyond what the eye could see. The Europeans didn't know this shit. When they saw the Virgen Guadalupe, they thought it was just nice little things. Her cloak was constellations that the white man had not yet fucking discovered yet. But the brown people knew. We knew about solar systems light years away. We knew about solar systems and star systems that were beyond the naked eye. And her cloak, those stars, were shaped in a form and laid out like the heavens. Her colors were royal Mexica colors. Her skin bronze brown. Her hair black like coal. Her beauty beyond compare. It was what unseen had come back to reclaim her temple, her people, and her nation. That's a beautiful story of a goddess willing to infiltrate the enemy. I get passionate too easily. But I feel that's truth. All right. Hi, his diamond. You come and I'm about to get off. It's going good. Yeah, on my page, I got prayers for days. As you said, Christopher, be blessed. All right, guys, I gotta make a few phone calls. I'll be back in a bit. All right, I'll be back. I think tonight again. What prayers are you looking for? His diamond. I'll be back. All right, I gotta make a few phone calls and do some stuff really quick. Look, tonight I was full of passion, full of something. I feel blessed again. Like I feel blessed, and I appreciate everybody here. And thank you so much, his diamond 69. I appreciate it, the opportunity to talk to you guys and share what I feel is my truth, and share the knowledge that I feel that I have within. This is a space that everyone's welcome in. Like I said, respect is key. Love y'all. I'll be back in a bit. All right. And again, I'm gonna implement that new rule that I'm gonna do yes or no questions to subscribers starting next live. So, not to be a dick, not to be an asshole, not to be a jerk. I'll do yes or no questions for subscribers on my next lives, and that's going to be the new rule of thumb. Just because I feel like I got to start doing for the causa, for the cause. So I'll be back in a bit. All right. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I'll be back. All right. Thank you.